Adelaide, Radelaide, the city of churches, the festival state, and home to over 1.2 million people. This ever-growing city is full of unrealised talent, skills and creativity, just waiting to take the world by storm. Meet Yen Yen Stender. Yes, yen, yen. Like the currency, yet so much more. A true embodiment of the Adelaide performing arts scene, from dancing to acting to music. Follow a day in the life as she uses her talents to seize every opportunity the city presents.
Yen Yen is special.
Compassionate, very determined, sassy.
Unique, talented, encouraging of others.
Magnetic. She was my daughter's idol.
Really creative and enthusiastic and a tremendous singer.
The most interesting and also the most simple human being I've met.
No!
I am 19 years old. I was born in the Philippines, so hence I'm Filipino. And I sing, act and dance. My real name is Julie Yen. Yeah, like the way you chop carrots. Yeah.
Last week I saw her in Target buying a swimming costume.
What were you doing in Target?
I was just, what are you staring at, slug?
When I was in year 7, I was casted through my agency, through SA Casting. I was doing classes there at the time in an Australian movie called Hey Hey, It's the Blue Burger, which was predominantly shot here in Adelaide. And I played the role of Lissy, and she was a ribbon twirler. I was a popular girl, so I was a bit of a biatch. Being told, you know, here's the van where you're going to get your makeup done, and here's where you're going to have to like sit around for 3 hours while we set up the next shoot. But definitely looking back on an experience like that, it's like, you know, that's the ideal situation. That's definitely a goal that I want to work towards.
No, you didn't. You said she was a metal-mouthed midget with crooked plaits.
Well, I couldn't exactly let the cat out of the bag, could I, Esther?
Well, why don't you tell us who aspires if you know so much?
When you act, it's thrilling and it's sort of exhilarating being another person, but it sort of goes beyond like whether you like it or not. I feel like you absorb yourself so much in a situation or a circumstance that you forget about how you feel.
The idea of being outside.
I like the idea of being separated. That's
Yeah.
why we're shouting.
Yeah. I like the idea of being outside, but we don't necessarily have to be doing what we were originally doing.
So many good plays and productions exist, and then so many good film scripts exist as well. So, you know, and they're both fun. It just depends. Like, I feel that they're just so different that I can't really pick between the two.
Go or I'll call security.
We're not in a fucking strip club, alright? There is no goddamn security.
The dance is beautiful. Yeah, I have a love for like the discipline of a dancer.
She was like a sponge when it came to learning movement. She would be determined to get it right.
She thinks about things very carefully before she commits to a performance. But once she does, she's very intuitive in the way that she does things.
So maybe sometimes when I can't find myself, like, especially say in hip hop, like it's very aggressive sometimes and it's very, or just cool, and it's all just tapping into different emotions and how to express them. The dance is beautiful. So a couple of years ago, I was at a crossroads. I had been asked to go to Sydney to audition for High Five. And it was great going to an audition where there wasn't, like, you didn't feel competition. Like, everyone was just sort of like, oh my gosh, this is High Five, like, what we do. And yeah, we're all in the same boat. And yeah, and that, it's sort of coming back from that I was like, yeah, I would love to be doing that for the rest of my life. Come on down, forget your cares, come on down, you'll find me there, so long town, I'm waiting for tuxedo John. I would compare it, the way that I follow music is the way that I feel people would follow religion. In Alabama, no place.
She had a lot of what appeared to be natural ability and confidence, but she also worked very hard at her craft.
And as she grew and developed on stage, I think her personality and her confidence did too.
She seems to understand the depth of the music really well.
One week I go from thinking, yeah, you've got wicked musical theatre chops, and then another week it's like, you've got freaking ridiculous R&B licks. Her technique, especially in the last year, has become ridiculous.
I'm in a sort of like pseudo hip hop kind of band. Like we cover a lot of, like groove music. So we cover a lot of like R&B, like to Destiny's Child, to Michael Jackson. So that's called Mr. Jones of the Contention. I simply connect to it and get excited about it. I love Adelaide. I really do. It's been important in my own sort of development. Like, it's been good to not be in such a big pond. I would just love to perform for the rest of my life. And so you keep chipping away at all these like skills that we've got. I just want to get better. Singing and acting and dancing. There's this driving passion that you want to be doing this thing that you love every day.